Now to start our conference, we have a keynote speaker. And to introduce the keynote speaker, please put your hands together. To start our conference, we will have a keynote speech from the District 104 Director. Our next speaker is passionate, committed Toastmaster and a dynamic leader who joined Toastmaster 15 years ago. This means that I was in school, but that time. Received 2 times, okay, just skip it, don't. Received 2 times Leadership Excellence Award from Toastmaster International during his service as a District 79 Program Quality Director in 2015-2016. And he was the Governor of Marketing in 2014-2015, served as District 79 through 2011-2012, when the district became #1 district in the world, Saudi Arabia. Recognized as the best distinguished division governor of the year 2010-2011 by District 79, Gulf countries and Jordan. He held several positions as a club officer and area officer. He held Master of Business Administration (MBA) and Master of Arts in Public Administration. Also, he works as a General Manager Marketing with Abdul Latif Jameel Company. Please put your hand together in welcoming District 104 Director, Distinguished Toastmaster Rashid Ali.
Thank you, Master of Ceremony, Toastmaster Umar Fatah. Our keynote speaker, Chief Partner for Toastmaster Abdul Latif Jameel Company, Toastmaster Club Chief Partner. Toastmaster and Mr. Faisal Abdullah, our immediate past District 79 Director to DTM Suleiman Madi, our District 104 Program Quality Director, Distinguished Toastmaster Abdullah Philippan, our District 104 Club Group Director, Distinguished Toastmaster Ali Shehri, all my dear fellow Toastmasters, Division Directors, Area Director, all club officers and delegates, welcome to the first Saudi Arabia Toastmasters District 104 Annual Conference. Our theme is diversity, development through diversity. For me, if you ask what you mean by diversity, I will say kapsa, mandi, biryani, dosa, your name. That's what I learned, because you go for Toastmaster meeting, those our Saudi friends, Arab friends, all who never tasted any Indian food or Filipino food, now ask them. They cannot live without those foods. Why? Toastmaster helped them to taste those food. Same thing goes to Indian, Filipino, or other nationalities. For me, I cannot live without mandi. I can live without biryani, but it's very difficult for me to stay without mandi. Why? Toastmaster introduced me to mandi. So, my dear friends, this is one way of just telling you how Toastmasters are united here. You know, in this whole western part of Saudi Arabia, we had only one club in 1995, which is called Tanro Toastmaster Club. At that club, few Filipino members gathered and they just started this club. Then in 2001, Mr. Faisal Abdullah joined Abdul Latif Jameel Company as Managing Director that time. And we got some email from the company that there's a Toastmaster club. And believe me, I was hearing the Toastmaster that day only. And I got invitation by force because my department had encouraged me to attend that meeting. I said, okay, for me, Toast means doesn't make much difference. But still, there is no issue in going. When I was going there, it's a true thing. I took a decision myself. I will not go join this group. I just want to go there because my boss encouraged me and just to please him. I went there with the strong intention that I will not join this. It's not for me. But when I went there in our own training center, I found something different. Thank you. I found something different. That, see, the people dealing, talking, introduction, recognition, this all attracted me. And that attraction changed my decision to join Toastmasters. And from that day till today, I try my level best to be a part of this family of Toastmasters. Why? First of all, it is for my own development. Just imagine, if I didn't join, first of all, if my boss did not encourage me, if Mr. Faisal Abdullah did not encourage Toastmasters to his company, and then my boss did not encourage me, do you think that you will find me standing here as district director? All about Toastmasters is, we have to show our Toastmaster skill. Demonstrate what is Toastmasters in us. And definitely people can make a difference in their life. In ALJ itself, we have produced several leaders, and just see all the Toastmaster leaders here. Now, 2002, we have that club. We were only having 3 clubs in the whole Western region. We took one club. We borrowed one club from Riyadh to make one area. We became an area in 2003. Then we made a division. Again, to make a division, we took one area from Riyadh, which was the biggest division. Then we, as of today, we have 135 clubs in Western region around. This tremendous growth happened because of those Toastmasters. I still remember when I joined there was a restaurant nearby this Albeg, just behind Albeg, there's a Filipino restaurant. I never saw that before. They used to meet such places and all. But those commitment of the people, passion, commitment, dedication, made us to make this district 104. We used to send only one contestant for world championship. But from this year onwards, we will be sending 2 contestants from Saudi Arabia for world champion for public speaking. Is that something special achieved to applause? Why I am mentioning this? My dear friends, each and every moment, we can make someone's life, we can make a difference in someone's life. But it is upon us. We take it or leave it. If we just leave it, we can see there are some clubs are dying. Why? You ask ourselves the question, the responsibility of the member. The most important person in Toastmasters is a member. We are all servants. So if you are able to support the club, let him feel the experience of Toastmaster, definitely you will see fast growth. So thank you very much, and I would like to request all of you to enjoy with fun. And at the same time, there are a lot of education programs, and each contestant, give them full attention to the contestant. They work all the way, whole year to come here to this stage, the 4th stage. And I wish all the best to all contestants, and we are very thankful to all our sponsors and our committees. I know those committees were working, they were here yesterday till 2 o'clock in the early morning, this early morning. And all committee members, all the district leaders, all the area, division area directors, club presidents, all members together with diversity. We are here. Let us make a difference and enjoy the conference.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster, Mr. District Director Rashid Ali. Toastmaster Shankar.
Yes, sir.
Did you hear the speech of District Director?
Of course I did. I'm sure everyone did.
Yes. Now I understand why I became a district director until now.
Why is that?
My boss told me if you ever go to Toastmaster meeting, you will be fired. So you can see the difference.
To carry on with the proceedings of this morning and to introduce the keynote speaker, may we please ask the Satac co-chair for the year 2018, distinguished Toastmaster Riyaz Sanam to please come on stage.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters. Good morning. Our keynote speaker is the Chief Secretary of AAG Toastmaster Club. He is the Vice President of Abdul Latif Jameel Motors, Saudi Arabia, which is the leading distributor of Toyota and Lexus vehicles. He leads the operation of distribution, retail, and after sales. Before joining Abdul Latif Jameel company in the year 2001 as a managing director, he held several positions like in industry like finance, technology, such as general manager for GE Global, CEO for Amex, vice president for Citibank Sama Riyadh. He holds a bachelor degree from American University in Cairo in economics and management, and he deserves a very big round of applause because at workplace we need to be lucky to get 5 minutes from his busy schedules. But today he is here with us spending half a day of his time. So please put your hands together to welcome Mr. Faisal Abdullah on podium.
Thank you very much. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. This morning I will ask you not to do a few things. First, please don't count my hours. I am rusty. It's been a long time since somebody counted my hours. The second thing that I struggle with, but I got clearance, is there's no red, yellow, and green lights. So this is what you get to be keynote speaker. So Rashid, I asked him, how much time do I have? He said, take as much time as you want. So you're here for a whole day listening to me today. That's a joke. I'll probably do about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. So let's get started. I themed my speech today as the story of starts. And I need you, just for this 20 minutes, to be extremely selfish. To focus entirely on yourself. To think about where you are, who you are, and to think into the future, but also live your moment. I call it the story of starts because it's about your life. It is your story of your own life. In this case, you are the author. So you are writing the story of your life. So you have the choice. You can make it a great story, or you can make it whatever you want to make it. Just think about the story of starts, because as a matter of fact, you are in the driver's seat. You are driving yourself. So please, not only today, but from here onwards, think of how you're going to drive your life to something better. And before I go further, I want to acknowledge something very important. Today is Monday. What is it? Friday. Today is Friday. In this room, I am the only boss here for the ALJ guys. So, they're not here for me, I know. But for all of you, you chose to wake up early on Friday. You chose to come here on Friday. You have been doing this in your extra time for a long time. You're doing this for nobody but you. So you are very special people. You are the kind of people that really will absorb what I'm saying, I hope, much better than those who have to come to sessions. What is this? Do you notice the clicks? Every click is a permanent, irreversible change in your life. You will not stop it. You can only make the most out of it. So never forget that your life, why am I not getting it? Anyway, something wrong with the technology. You should be seeing a clock, but important is the tick. And it is seconds. It's a ticking clock. And that's our lives. So, our lives is all about change. Think about it. The ticking second, the ticking clock. From the minute we are born, we are growing. From the minute we come to life, we are experiencing change. Change is the one thing that you cannot stop. So, why don't you be thinking positively about change? Why don't we think change is a good thing? It is actually a good thing. Because if it wasn't for change, we would be those babies until today. If it's not for change, we will not be the professionals we are. If it's not change, we will not be achieving that success we are achieving. If it's not change, we're not able to enjoy the great moments of life. So actually, change is the oxygen of growth. Change is a good thing. Change is actually a great thing. But only if you choose to make it. So it's about how do you deal with change. And I want you, just for the next few minutes, just to focus and think about yourself. Look, I'm not a consultant. I'm not a teacher. I am going to give you no solutions. I want to provoke you. I want you to think. And remember, لا يغير الله ما بقوم حتى يغيروا ما بأنفسهم. Let's do that. So, question. How do we deal with change? Remember, you come back from your boss, he's asking you to do something new. I do this all the time. Guys, go back to this. He's asking us to do things differently. He's asking us to do more things. He's asking. And we keep complaining. Wrong. So think about this. The frog is a beautiful creature. Kids love it. It's actually nice. But the frog loves to stay within its comfort zone. The frog, if you take the frog and you put it in hot boiling water, it will just jump out. It will not like this boiling water because it does not like change. But if you take the frog and you put it in room temperature, it will be nicely sitting there. It will not change. Now if you turn the heat on, slowly and slowly, up to boiling, the poor thing will just die. Because it acclimatizes to change. It just endures change. It does not respond to change in a way that will save its life. So it can be a fraud in dealing with change, because people usually don't like to get out of their comfort zone. They like to stay within their comfort zone. That's who we are. But you can also be an ostrich. Now, the ostrich is the fastest traveling bird. It does running more than 60 kilometers per hour. It has, you see this, the two legs? I advise you never ever confront an ostrich, right? Because you cannot run, and if it's in front of you, these ostriches have got a kick. If it kicks you, it will kill you on the spot. So it's not for lack of power, it's not for lack of speed. It has beautiful feather, as you all know, but it is apathetic. She doesn't care. She puts her head in the sand. I don't know, I have not seen, I did not have anything to do with this. The ostrich is a lame duck. So it's very easy to shoot and kill that bird, I'm afraid. Is that what you want to do? Because what she's saying, I don't care. You can kill me if you want to, I just don't care. Now there's a third type, which is the caterpillar, dudadaqad, you know it. What does it do? This is a larva, it's a worm, turns into a larva, produces beautiful silk. All the ladies love the silk. And then finally, it becomes a beautiful butterfly. A very nice journey of transformation. Every step of the way to positivity. 3 models of response to change. You have to ask yourself, which of these do you really want to be? It doesn't matter whether it is at work. It is everywhere. It's with your children, it's husband, wife, it's with your neighbor, it's with your job, it's with change in the economy. Because change is everywhere. Any and everyone around here is experiencing significant change, particularly these days. So make change your friend. Don't make change your enemy. Look for the opportunity in change, and do not look for what you have lost, because what you have lost is irrecoverable. Because in every change, there is always an opportunity. It's only us who fail to see it. So, life is really about change. And those who are able to make change our friend are ones that will always be moving ahead. Now, allow me to speak just for a couple of moments. I'm going to shift you and take you to a different world, and to talk about in the world of business, a new reality. There are many new realities, I just chose one, okay? And that is what you hear about digital disruption. The amount of change in the world, going from buying and selling over the counter, in the supermarkets, as opposed to doing things digitally. This level of transformation is more profound, is bigger in impact than the Industrial Revolution. You will see that in a span of 15 years, only 15 years, the biggest and the greatest companies of the world were what we call the brick and mortar. But now, all the 5 companies that are on the top of market capitalization in the world are all high-tech companies. Just 15 years. Look at the dramatic change. Think about what happened to these companies at the top. Think about the fate of those who do not change. The fate is terrible. And think about something else, which is a dramatic change in the landscape, which is the rise of what they call the startups. The rise of the startups, which is companies that come from nowhere and they become the biggest in their space in no time at all, with a very challenging business model. You know all about these guys. I'm sure you all know Uber. Uber today is the largest taxi company in the world. How many taxis do they own? 0. They do not own a single taxi. But they own the largest taxi company in the world. Why? Because these guys have created change and made something big out of change. What I've just shared with you is just a couple of examples of how profound and how devastating, or how great and how enjoyable and how successful we can be by taking change and making it our friend. I'm coming to the last 2 slides. So the first, you can actually take the horse to the water. Anybody experience with horses? Yes? Okay. So you can take the horse, pull it to the water, but you can never make it drink. If the horse doesn't want to drink, you will never make it drink. So if change were to happen around you, if you do not choose to make it your friend, it will never be your friend. So think about change as a great thing. Think about change as a positive thing. Toastmasters are the people that can teach the world about change. Because you come here every time. You come here every time on your own, in your own private time. The only reason you're coming here because you want to change yourselves to the better. Continue to do that. Continue to commit and continue to thrive and continue to control your lives by making change your friend. Thank you.
So to recognize our keynote speaker,
Please come to the center.
can we ask our program quality director and also club growth director to join me? And of course the conference chair and co-chair to join me to recognize our keynote speaker. District 104 honors Mr. Faisal Abdullah, Vice President Abdulatif Jamil Motes, keynote speaker, Saudi Arabian Toastmasters Annual Conference 2018, given this 11th May 2018 at Ramadan Hotel, Jeddah. Signed by Abdullah Filiban, DTM Program Quality Director, and Rashid Ali, District Director. This is recognition from Toastmasters International for those companies or organizations which continuously support or promote Toastmasters. Actually, the international director was supposed to be joining us. She has some issues in getting the visa on time. It was supposed to be handed over by the director. So on Toastmasters International behalf and also on her behalf, this Toastmasters International recognizes Abdulatif Jamil Company for enhancing employee engagement through continuing support of Toastmasters communication and leadership programs.
By the way, this is my grandson. So, yeah, but I'm still a very